You're looking at Ocean Beach on Fire Island, where the flooding has reached the dunes. And over in Shirley, beachgoers at Smith Point County Park are taking in the sights of the waves and the sounds of the winds picking up. Hurricane Erin is expected to bring coastal flooding, dangerous surf, and strong winds to the South Shore. The strongest impact is expected to last through Friday. You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Buffa. But first, Suffolk officials are announcing a bi-county approach to the hurricane season. Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman and Suffolk County Executive Ed Romaine met with first responders today. The county execs say they will work together to provide response teams and share equipment for emergencies. Now, in just a moment, Macy Eglin will tell us more about this teamwork. And cops arrested a man for attempting to kidnap a 4-year-old at a mosque. Nelson Priester is accused of leading the boy away from the prayer hall and into the basement. The 39-year-old then allegedly barricaded the door. Someone was able to climb through a window to get the child, who was not hurt. It happened at a Bayshore mosque on Wednesday. And only in Newsday, there is a proposed settlement in one of the state mascot ban lawsuits. The Connetquot School District says the proposal would allow it to keep its T-Birds name and logos. And if there's a change in the current state law which bans schools from using Native American mascots or imagery, the district will be allowed to revert back to the Thunderbirds. Now, the State Department of Education could not be reached for comment about the proposed settlement. And 2 Long Island communities have been ranked among the top 10 most expensive zip codes in the country. Realtor.com ranked Bridgehampton as the 3rd most expensive nationwide, where homes list at a median price of nearly $8.5 million. Coming in at number 8 on the list was Watermill, with a median listing price of $6.8 million. Guess where I don't live? All right, now let's take a quick look at tomorrow's weather, shall we? And although we're dealing with this Erin stuff, the weather here will be great. We have temps near 80s. Also, we'll have that 7-day forecast for you later in the broadcast. Officials are announcing a bi-county effort this hurricane season, and Mason Eglin tells us more.
As Hurricane Erin looms offshore, creating dangerous surf, high tides, and flooding, a reminder of what's to come.
We are concerned about the damage that high tide, erosion, and flooding will do, not only to Fire Island, Dune Road, but all of our communities as you go east, particularly Montauk. So we are very worried about that.
According to NOAA, we could be in store for an above-normal hurricane season, potentially one of the busiest on record. And local officials in both counties are urging residents to get prepared now.
Nassau and Suffolk counties coming together, announcing a joint response to this season's storms.
If Ed called me and said, hey, I could use a high-axle vehicle, I'm going to send it. If I needed help from him, if I needed technology or equipment or hands on deck, he would give it to me, or police, he would give it to me.
County officials, along with emergency response personnel, are reminding Long Islanders to do their part by putting together emergency go bags with things like clothing, medications, and flashlights.
We're in thick of hurricane season until November, so why not just think ahead? Non-perishable foods, at least for 5 days, just in case you do get evacuated, water, important documents, don't forget your pets.
Now is the time to be prepared. Have a go bag ready for your pet, regardless of what kind of pet it is.
That includes a carrier, food, bowls, leashes, collars, and any pills they may take.
Get your dogs and cats microchipped now, God forbid. Both counties, they have shelters that will allow your pets. Know them now.
Long Islanders have seen storm devastation firsthand, and it could happen again. NOAA is forecasting potentially up to 18 named storms this Atlantic hurricane season, of which up to half could become hurricanes. Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Macy Eglin.
Only in Newsday, the town of Brookhaven may approve battery storage plant applications next year. Newsday's energy reporter Mark Harrington tells us how the Trump administration could help boost those chances.
Brookhaven has been one of the more welcoming towns on Long Island for battery energy storage. Most towns on Long Island have moratoriums, and they say they're going to keep an open mind. They have always said this, and they kind of got a green light recently from the federal government, which this week EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin was here in town, and he issued new guidelines. The town says it's going to rely on science and facts and not necessarily passion and what they call political considerations here. It's going to be based on what the science is. So they say they're going to keep an open mind. They're going to review these facilities fairly, and they're not going to reject them because some people say that they don't want them.
I gotta keep going. It's just my hunger, my passion, my love.
Syosset's Loredana Paletta hasn't even begun high school yet, but she's already achieving what many soccer players only dream of.
It's crazy now that you say it, that I'm 14 and I'm doing all these things, I'm accomplishing it.
Every time I think she strives to set a goal, she breaks that.
Fresh off of a trip to Mexico City, Paletta held her own with a squad of 17-year-olds and came back with a Four Nations championship.
It was really special. 3 years up means a lot. It meant a lot that we won it as a team and as a unit.
In July, Paletta made history, signing with Italian cleat brand Lotto as their first U.S. NIL athlete.
It's really cool to make history with Lotto, with such a cool brand. You know, I'm Italian, they're Italian, it really matches my culture. I'm so proud to do it with them.
The Lotto brand itself is amazing, the culture, the history of it, where it came from, and her to represent that is pretty cool.
At just 14 years old, Paletta has some big dreams, like becoming a pro.
10 years from now, I'm really striving to be in the World Cup, winning a medal, winning gold, being in a really good club in Europe. I really want to play in Europe.
She strives. She's got it in her. If you want something, you'll achieve it, and I feel like she's going to do that.
Jolie Katzin, Newsday TV.
That is one talented athlete. Now, the Billy Joel exhibit, have some bad news, will be closing this fall. The Long Island Music and Entertainment Hall of Fame says the exhibit will close on October 26th. It's been open for 2 years, and the Hicksville-raised artist has more than 100 of his items displayed, including clothes, records, and of course, pianos. And Long Island's Mariah Carey will be performing at the VMAs this year for the first time in 2 decades. The 56-year-old will perform a mashup of her hits and receive the Video Vanguard Award. This year's MTV Video Music Awards are hosted by Bayshore native LL Cool J. The awards will be held at UBS Arena on September 7th. All right, here's what's up on Long Island. Why not hang out with actor John Cusack? First watch a screening of his iconic 80s flick Say Anything, then stay for a Q&A with the star. It's Friday night at the Patchogue Theater for the Performing Arts. You might not know the song, but your kids will. The Descendants and Zombies join forces on their world tour. Catch the interactive pop concert featuring singers from both Disney movies. They take the stage Saturday night at UBS Arena. Now that's a song we all know. Sing along to Frank Valli and the Four Seasons. The Grammy-nominated singer and his band make a stop here on their last encore tour. See them Saturday night at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair. All right, let's take a closer look at your 7-day forecast, and your weekend is going to look amazing. So let's take a look for ourselves. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're in the 80s with sun above. And for the rest of the week coming up, it looks like we are clear with just some clouds mixing in, but temps will be elevated near 80s or mid-70s.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Sun Nation Energy, helping Long Island homes and businesses save with solar for over 20 years. Only in Newsday, one girl's harrowing story reveals some of Long Island's darkest secrets. Newsday investigates the alleged web of crime around a missing teen.
You're vulnerable because of your age, period.
A complex story of drug abuse and sex trafficking that led to 23 arrests.
It's not the only case like this.
And a system unable to help the most vulnerable.
Any family can be at risk.
Unprotected, an exclusive Newsday investigation. Now available at newsday.com/unprotected.
You're watching Newsday TV. For more on all the stories you've seen here today, head over to newsday.com. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say, install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.